Hey, what's up guys? My name is Arina and welcome to my channel where I review everything tech. Guys, in my hand here I have the original AirPods. I bought them in 2016 just when they came out, and I must say that these AirPods have been one of the best tech purchases I've ever made. They still work and I literally use them every single day. And as you know, Apple has just released this second generation of AirPods, which has naturally got me thinking, should I upgrade? So in this video I'm gonna compare this latest model against my original AirPods to see if it's worth upgrading. I'll look in more detail at the battery performance of both models and talk about some new features of the new AirPods. Super quick unboxing guys. In the box you get the AirPods with charging case, the lightning to USB cable and some paperwork, just like with the first generation model. And yes, I've decided to go for the AirPods with wired charging because I thought that would be just more convenient for me since I don't really use wireless charging that often. The new AirPods cost me $159, just as much as the original AirPods, and if one day I suddenly decide that I need this wireless charging case, it will cost me extra $79. Let's start with looks and design. Both of these AirPods look absolutely identical, even the button and the status light are located at the same place on the case. I was curious to see if the new AirPods are any lighter or maybe their case is a little heavier, but no, still same weight, nothing has changed here. The second generation of AirPods are powered by the new H1 headphone chip, while the first generation model is powered by the W1 chip from 2016. And speaking of connectivity, overall I can say that yes, I definitely noticed the improvement with the new chip. The new AirPods connect faster, especially when it comes to switching from an iPhone to Mac and vice versa. I was really anticipating that Apple would make some improvements in sound quality, but no, these AirPods sound just like the original ones, nothing has changed here. And moving on to the most important part, the battery performance. And this was actually a crucial point for me when I decided to buy myself a new pair of AirPods, because I noticed that the battery on my original AirPods has started to deplete faster, and it no longer felt like I could get 2 solid hours of talk time. When it comes to the first generation of AirPods, Apple claims that you get up to 5 hours of listening time or 2 hours of talk time on a single charge. And speaking of the second generation model, you get up to same 5 hours of listening time, but 3 hours of talk time on a single charge. Of course, I tested this myself to see how these AirPods perform in real life. So I added up all the phone call durations during the day while I was using new AirPods, and in fact, I got the promised 3 hours. So if you're someone who has to spend a lot of time on the phone, that would be a pretty good upgrade for you. And when it comes to how fast they charge, the second generation of AirPods take a little longer. To be more precise, the whole difference was about 10 minutes. It took me 25 minutes to charge the earbuds and 1 hour 50 minutes to fully charge the case of the first generation model. And it took me 35 minutes to charge the earbuds and 2 hours to fully charge the case of the second generation model. It's important to note that I got these results using my 12-watt fast charger. As you can see, the difference in charging time is not really significant, but you get 1 extra hour of talk time with the new AirPods. Also, speaking of what is new about the AirPods 2, now you don't have to double tap an AirPod to use Siri. You just say, "Hey Siri." For example, you can easily control your music, like asking Siri to skip to the next track with your voice, even if your phone is pretty far from you. In the end, getting back to the initial question, is it worth upgrading? I honestly don't think so. If you're already happy with your original AirPods, I really don't see any point in upgrading, but there's an exception, as I previously said, for those people who have to spend a lot of time on the phone, then this 1 extra hour of talk time would be really helpful for you. And if you don't have AirPods, but you want to buy them, of course, I would recommend you go for the second generation model, since the prices are the same at the moment, and at least you will get all of these small improvements with the new AirPods. So that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching and see you later.